Hey guys!
Hi guys!
Alright, so I'm excited to show you these pops because if you guys have been in the movie theater lately, there's a lot of movies coming out.
There are a lot of great movies
movies. One of them that we just got done seeing that we really enjoyed was Power Rangers, the new movie, the 2017 movie. A lot to talk about in these pops, a lot to talk about in the suits and the way they painted them, so let's get right into it. Up first, we have the leader, Red Ranger Jason. One thing I liked about the movie is that they kept the names the same with the colors.
I'm so glad they kept the names the same with the colors because it would have been hard to follow them if we would have changed that.
That's a good thing when you bring in new characters, new actors to keep their name the same as the old. So if I'm looking for Jason, I don't have to figure out which one is Jason. I'll know Jason is the Red Ranger. So
that's right.
That's good. And speaking of him, here he is, the Red Ranger. Let's take a look at him.
Oh my gosh.
Alrighty, so if you've seen the designs or you've seen the movie already, they are very highly detailed, probably overly detailed to the point where it's just too much going on. One thing about these, though, they can't match, Funko can't match the paint.
There's absolutely no way Funko can match the paint because there's so much detail and fine little tiny detail that if they were to do this, we would get paint jobs of the original Spider-Man pops and they would be really bad.
Yeah, I just don't know how they could even do this. Number one, the red it seems a little off.
It looks more magenta to me.
Yeah, it's a little there's a little purple in there. I don't know what's going on. If you've seen the suits and you've seen the movie, and I'm sure all you have at least, there's a lot of like stuff going on in the helmet. I don't know if it's like rocky material. I don't know what it is, but it's got a lot of stuff going on in the material. Funko obviously couldn't do that on the paint. No. There's no way. And then in the center of the chest, it looks like a galaxy, like stars and things like that, the Milky Way type stuff. They obviously couldn't do that in the center here. So they had to take a lot of guesses, a lot of things that say, well, just make it blue, or we'll just do this. And that's what they did here. It's not Funko's fault.
Nope, not at all.
I just don't think that any of these Power Rangers are going to necessarily scream of what we saw on screen. But nonetheless, they're cool pops, and if you liked the movie, you're definitely going to want to pick them up.
Up next, the Pink Ranger, Kimberly. I really like the design of her helmet. I know that you don't really care for it, but I love how you have the pterodactyl wrapping around. You can even see the point of the pterodactyl's back at the very end of the helmet. The design of this helmet I enjoy. I like how you have the scales going down the back.
One thing I didn't notice in the movie, but I do notice on the pop, is the top of it has a very strange, like, logo. It almost looks like Cobra Commander's logo.
You're right,
or something.
it does.
A little strange. I didn't even notice that. Once again, I can't match the paint. Perfect.
No, there's no way you can match the paint. I mean, the paint job on this isn't great, but that's not Funko's fault.
Yeah, I mean, what they did with it was they molded it in the vinyl of the pink color, and it's not painted. Right. So you don't, really, that pink doesn't seem to be the proper pink color either. I mean, it just doesn't seem like the color pink they chose is the pink that she was in the movie.
No, I feel like her movie color was a little more vibrant than this.
Yeah, that's a little light for, I think, the movie. So let's get into the star of the movie, I think, the Blue Ranger, Billy. Alright, so once again, like I said, I think Billy was probably the star of the movie. I think his acting and everything, he was hilarious.
Yeah, everybody's going to come out of the movie loving Billy.
Super funny, and of course, these pops are all very close. They're very similar. Really, they're exactly the same, actually. Their bodies are. The helmets are the only thing that changes. But it does give us the option to sort of look at these helmets a little better than what we saw in the movie, because they were hard to tell. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing with these helmets. I really don't. They're so hard to even understand what that's supposed to be.
I mean, the visors are kind of cool how you have the different angles.
Yeah, the angled visors are pretty neat for Funko to do that. That was pretty interesting.
Up next, we have the Yellow Ranger, Trini. I feel like this Trini looks a little bit like Bumblebee. Don't you see that a little bit?
Once again, the colors they seem a little off in this set.
They do. I mean, her body and her helmet are two different shades of yellow. I know I'm not crazy.
Because in the movie, she was a little more goldish.
Yes, you're right.
I think that they would have been better served to make this whole set metallic. Because the colors would have been a little more proper.
More vibrant.
Yeah, than what we see here. They just kind of picked a very standard, yellow color, as opposed to maybe trying to match it more. And that could have been something with licensing. Just doing the pops way before the movie and not getting enough good pictures. Or just it was cheap to mold them in the solid yellow and not paint them over.
Again, I really like her visor with the angles, and her helmet is kind of nice, and then her body is the same as Kimberly's body and the others. So yeah.
I mean, they did match a lot of the detail from the movie.
They did.
Which is it's a spectacle in itself to even be able to do that. And finally, the Black Ranger, Zach. It's always kind of the coolest looking outfit, right? Alrighty, so this one, once again, is a lot of black because the visor is the same color as the helmet, obviously, because they didn't paint it. They just molded it in that color. So this one looks cool. I do like the way this one looks, though. I like the little bit of blue, a little bit of gray, black, little accent colors.
I feel like his helmet's a little spidery, though.
It does look a little spidery. I don't see Mastodon on that helmet at all. I'm talking a lot about what the designs are in the movie, not enough about the pop, because obviously this doesn't have anything with Funko. But I think out of all the suits in the movie and the pop, I think the black one looks the coolest, just because it's not as busy.
I feel like his paint job is the best out of all of them. I don't know if it's because his base color is black, so it's easier for them to hide flaws, but I really like that one.
I don't know how they painted these because there are so little fine details on these suits.
Either.
From like the wires or whatever that stuff is, the little metal pieces. That took a lot to paint that, so I'm surprised they were even able to do that. Something else we noticed that I didn't even see in the box at all, which is cool. The back of it has an insert slip. I'm a big fan of when Funko does this. This is a bunch of gold. It actually looks like the coin.
I was going to say, it looks kind of like the coin, but then it also looks like the center where they're at the morphine station, like all of that. That's what it looks like.
That'd have been cool to be able to do their colors in the center at like the rock.
Yeah.
Obviously, they probably wouldn't be able to do that because it would have taken a lot of printing and stuff, but that would have been really cool to make their colors in the back of it too. But I'm a big fan of when they do that. It just makes it a little more special, right? I will say though that all together they do look really cool, like when they're all sitting there together. There is one more character in this line that we weren't able to get. It's a Hot Topic exclusive, and of course that's Rita Repulsa. She looked really cool. We didn't get to get her. We're gonna still try to find her because I think she does look like a good pop. I'm definitely gonna put her in this line. I will say though that one thing that Funko isn't doing with these Rangers, which is kind of a bummer, is I really like to get an unmasked version of them.
I really need that. I mean, they open up their masks quite a bit in the movie, so
yeah, these would be much different, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So like if you did the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, you could literally just swap a head on there. Where these, the front of it
the visor opens. Yep.
So yeah, you'd have to keep the back of them and then sort of just put a face. That could be very interesting. Yeah, like Iron Man. They did an Iron Man like that.
Yes, very much so.
That would be really cool. I'd really love to see that. I think it'd be something special as far as these pops go. I don't want to beat up the pops too much because they are actually some fantastic pops. I just think that the colors are a little off. They probably should have had a different like surface on them, maybe metallic, or I understand Funko could not, no way. Could they have matched what was going on in the movies? Way too detailed, way too busy.
Well, there's absolutely no way Funko could get into the tiny little lines of this and get the fine detail into that. So I feel like these are okay, but that detail is just impossible for them to do.
Yeah, but if you're a Power Rangers fan, you went to the movie, you're new to Power Rangers, maybe you're a young kid, and you're like, hey, Power Rangers is really awesome. I think you're gonna like them. I think they're detailed. If you liked the suits and you liked the designs, Funko matched it. You got to give them that.
Yes, they did.
Once again, this of course is a giveaway thanks to Entertainment Earth. We do have another one going on, so if you guys want to involve yourself in that giveaway too, we'll put a little eye thing or whatever that thing is on the screen. I don't remember what it is. You can click on that and watch the video. It's Beauty and the Beast giveaway. So if you watch the Beauty and the Beast live action movie, we also have a giveaway going on for that. Rules will be the same for the Power Ranger one. We'll throw a picture up on all of our social media feeds. That's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All those links will be down below. The question will be, this is a cool question I think. This is going to be a creative one. If you were to make a new Power Ranger, and that's Mighty Morphin or the new series, give me a color that isn't these, and give me a dinosaur.
Ooh, yeah, good question.
Yeah, and give me some,
I can't wait to see some of your answers.
Yeah, they give me some cool answers. If you guys haven't seen the movie yet, definitely go see it. It was a really good movie. It was really fun. If you're a Power Rangers fan, I think you're going to like it. If you're a new Power Rangers fan, I think you're going to like that as well. So once again, thank you Entertainment Earth. Good luck for everybody that enters. If you guys want to purchase these, we'll put a link down below, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Good day.